Hey you guys, good evening. I feel like I'm just so relaxed this video and just has a different vibe because usually I'm doing these in the morning and I'm getting ready and I'm just like, you know, having my coffee and just like really, you know. But tonight it's all about winding down, skincare, my whole, I feel like just like nighttime skincare ritual, routine, what I do after that. And I just think that it's something that all of us can treat ourselves to. I think, you know, and I've said this before, when you have a kid or baby or whatever, it's just so important to get that routine with them, to wind them down for nighttime. And as an adult, with all the stress, with work, with everything going on, I think that it's just the time to wind down. My nighttime skincare routine, I think, is almost even more important than the one that I use in the morning. I use some different products, all different brands, things that I have been really loyal to that really do make a difference, because I do not have that kind of skin that I can just use anything on. I really have to use things that keep my skin clear. And I can tell in the last, I don't know, year, especially the last like 6 months, my skin has really changed. I've gotten comments even, you know, like from like offices that I've gone to, like a medical office or something, you know, or a doctor that I see often, and they're like, your skin looks really good, or a friend, your skin looks really good. For me, I will always have those hormonal breakouts. You'll get one or two that pop up, you know, same time every month. And I have like one kind of on its way out right now, which is unfortunate. But that's not, and that's something that like is within yourself, like with hormones and stuff. You definitely can use things that keep it from happening, because I'd probably have it a hell of a lot more if I didn't use some of these products. But how I can really gauge how my skin looks is by my forehead, my cheeks, this area right here, right there. I always get like little clogged pores, my forehead especially, and it is like glass. My cheeks, like I just feel like everything's good. I do have to use products that actually do something. I can't just willy-nilly use whatever. I will break out if it's gonna clog my pores or if it's not gonna be good. And I just feel so good about my skin right now. And I really have been happy with everything. So this video was actually gonna be done like next week or the next. I had something else planned for this one. And then Colleen Rothschild's Friends and Family sale, which if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me talk about it. It started the 11th, it's gonna end on the 16th. So only a few more days. So it's gonna fall during this video, and a few of the things that I'm using are from that brand. And I just was like, oh my gosh, you know, I want you guys to be sure that you get the discount, because it's the biggest discount until the holiday. So 25% off site-wide, which I think is amazing. So yeah, we're gonna get into it, you guys. So maybe to like talk about, you know, just like little sprays that I use at night, like masks and things that just kind of set the vibe for nighttime. So I don't want to, and I've heard this over the years, people say, oh, how do you have time to do this? And it's like, but really the routine itself is simple. But here's the thing, for me, I have to use these different things that are tried and true to actually give good results, from my brows to my lashes to all of these things that have really, oh, I gotta take my earrings off, really made such a difference. And for, you know, like I said, kids have a routine, adults need a routine. You can, if you are sitting watching TV at night or reading a book or whatever, take 10 minutes for yourself at night or more. I will wait until, you know, Olivia gets kind of, you know, bedded down, or, you know, Brad and Olivia like to play games at night or whatever, and then I'll be like, okay, peace, like I'm gonna escape for 30 minutes, you know? And then I get on like Netflix, and then I get on like an app on my phone or whatever, put on like a show that I wanna watch, and it's like just, it's like the best, most like wind down, greatest time of the day. Okay, so these earrings I will link to. I just love these. These are two of my very favorite pairs ever, especially these little gemstone ones. But I feel like my skin's been so glowy and nice lately. But I just really am so excited about a lot of these products. And like I said, you know, I'm very prone to getting those little bumps, like those little white bumps, or just every now and then, or your skin might have that rough effect. You can get rid of that. Like you don't, and that is due to products. That's due to like bad makeup or bad products that you're using, sweat. So these things can take care of that. And over time, I'm just like, you know, no clogged pores on your nose, zero blackheads, zero. You can do that with products. Like I said, of course, you know, I get those little, why is this not coming out? Hormonal breakouts every now and then. But these will, you know, I'm gonna show you some products that do help that go away. And I think that's helpful too, because I've always been real with y'all about my skin struggles, which I think is so important, because I definitely do not relate to people that just have like perfect skin. You know, I'm like, I wanna know what you're using if you have some issues going on, you know what I'm saying? I'll link to the little set that I'm wearing later in the video. I'll stand up and show you how cute it is, but it comes in 3 different colors. I really want the black one, but this is just, I live in this. It has matching shorts, perfect for summertime. It's a lightweight, just perfect for around the house. Okay, so you guys, I'm even gonna talk about like some bath things, because like I said, anyone has the time to do this at night. I don't care who you are, okay? Everyone has time to do this. All right, so to get my makeup off, I've always been a big fan of like the double cleansing. Like I'll remove my makeup, then I'll use a cleanser. I always say, why spend a lot on all these nice cleansers if you're just gonna put, I'm shocked how many people don't actually remove their makeup. They're like, no, I'm just gonna cleanse, I'm just gonna wash I just wash my face. No, you might as well just be throwing your money down the drain, because your cleanser is working on your makeup and not your skin. But this is another thing where I've really simplified. This is the first Colleen Rothschild product I ever tried, long before Olivia was born. So I don't even know. I want to say like over 6 years, 7 years, I don't know, that I've been using these products. This, I have always kind of gone back and forth with the Radiant Cleansing Balm. You can see it's already like melting. It is such, it's so satisfying. And it's just a whole vibe. I don't know, our products just smell like at the spa, and it's just, it melts into this creamy, perfect like oil. It feels so good on your face. But I am not using another cleanser after this. Usually I do this, it's a cleansing balm, and my skin has been doing so much better not doing another scrub after this or another cleanser. I use this, I use a really hot muslin cloth, which I'll show that in a second. I'll get off everything. You can use it on your eyes. I do the majority of it on my face, on my brows, rub again, and then go over your eyes. Just very gently, kind of just like massage out, not massage, but you know what I mean. Just, you don't wanna be like pressing around on your eyes. And you know, I see like, even years ago, you know, I would use those little disposable makeup removing cloths, which are great if you're in a pinch, but it's just the tugging, the pulling on your eyes. And it's like, this is so gentle. You know, I kind of make sure that it gets into my lashes, on my neck, which I'll show you how I get. I always bronze my neck, and this is not gonna be a very attractive video, okay? I'm telling you, like, let's just be real. But I'll show you how I do that, but I kind of, you know, get that a little bit. Normally I'd be wearing like a robe or something, let's just be real. But that's just what I was wearing today. Then you take your muslin cloth, hot water, okay? And I'll go to this sink over here and I'll show you kind of what this looks like. Cute, huh? I'll link to it. Again, yeah, look at my nice sound stage with all of my, you know, I put towels on the ground and all of the rugs, all of the bath mats, all the towels on the ground to absorb the echo. Use this time wisely. Get a drink and a snack, you know what I mean? Like, live your best life. Okay, so very hot, but you know, it kind of cools off a little. And then just, oh my gosh, just like breathe it in. My cloth is like a little steamy. When you get the cleansing balm, it comes with this really nice cloth, and I've had so many of those over the years. Like I have so many of these, but I feel like they've gotten nicer and nicer over the years, and they've gotten a little bigger, I feel. Then get it off your eyes before you start wiping too much. And this cloth too is gentle, like, because it's so, like, you see I just barely wiped and it came off my eyes. Like, I didn't have to scrub. So even though, yeah, you do have a cloth, it's like it just gets everything off. I just thought my microphone wasn't on. I was like, no, I ain't putting this makeup on again to do this, so sorry. And then just wipe the rest. You can do it all on one cloth. I mean, honestly, you don't have to like keep going back and forth and wetting and rinsing, and you can, you know, do your neck. But I just feel so refreshed, and then as you do it, your cloth like cools off, and then it's just kind of cooling and refreshing too at the same time. You know, I feel like my skin has gotten so good. Of course, you know, I tell you guys about Botox or whatever, but I'm not talking about lines and how smooth your face is. I'm talking about the actual like pores and the texture of your skin. Okay, then I roll. Now, I have used so many different rollers. I even have an ice roller that I really like. I use that in the morning. It's small, so it gets into these crevices. Some of those ice rollers are just too big and they just don't get into all the space. So I go down like this, okay? You want to imagine that there's like puffiness and fluid in your face, and you want to push it away from your face. Don't do this and be going back and forth. Like, work it away and out. Up under your cheekbones is like where you really want to hug it. And then here around your jaw is like where you really want to go to town. And then push it toward your jaw, everything toward your jawbone. and then down, like kind of where like your glands and stuff is. I don't know, because lymphatic drainage is where your lymph, you know, all that is. And then down, but then if you're gonna do your neck, go up this part, but right there, go down, like push everything up from your, up and out, and then down. Really hug the cheekbones and like just really press. Helps with swelling, puffiness. I spray my skin just so it doesn't get super dry if I'm gonna mask, and I usually do this like a couple times a week. And the first step, I do my eye masks, because usually a face mask that you do, you don't really wanna get up around your eye area anyway. So this is a perfect time to do your eye masks, and I'm using the Shiseido, like a retinol eye mask, it's super wet. Put on your mask, and I'm gonna show you some different ones that I like. I'm gonna use this vitamin C one. Actually, last night I used this one. Usually I don't do like a mask like back to back, or at least the same kind. This is the Clarifying Detox Mask by Colleen Rothschild, and it is just, it's my favorite. I just opened a new one last night because I had just used all of my old one. I think in my last video where I mentioned this, it was like down to the last little bits. So good, and it's not drying. I don't like a drying clarifying mask. This one is really good. It's that purple Tatcha one. It's vitamin C, brightening, packed with a lot of good stuff, especially if you have been using like a clarifying product, or, you know. Oh, well, that doesn't look cute now. I was adjusting these and I got the mask on it, but that's the whole point, is like with the eye things, it's a good time to mask your eyes, because, you know, like I said, you don't really want to get a lot of these products that you're going to be using on your face, whether it's clarifying or whatever, in that fine area that you definitely don't ever want to dry out or use anything harsh on. Meantime, I'm going to give you guys some recs, because this has to sit on my skin for a few minutes. I'll talk about masks in a second. But if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me post a lot about the Colleen stuff during the sale. The SPF is a daytime must-have. I do have a daytime video that I posted not too long ago where I demo that, I show that. I'm gonna pick up the cleansing balm, which you absolutely should, no matter what your skin type. That would, I think, be great for any skin type. The black Tourmaline face primer, I use this every single day. Put on like your body butter, whatever, like moisturize your body, moisturize your skin, like your actual body. And I do that every morning, but at night, I just love to put on something that smells like yummy and sexy and calming. And the honey vanilla body butter is just like one of my favorites. I think it's like my third one that I've had over the years. It smells so good. And I have the Tahitian Manoi, that's the one, well, I was gonna say I used that this morning. I used the amber one this morning. The amber one would also be a really good one at night. But try the trio, all the 3 different scents, so you can try them all for a really, really good deal. The honey vanilla is just so good. I said, I think in my Instagram post, that's Brad's favorite. So put on your body butter, and again, totally a time to do that. I just cannot wait to share this. I'm using CBD stuff. I'm trying to like move everything out of the way. Another one that's really good, so I alternate, yeah. Detox mask if I'm having problems. This one is so brightening and just kind of an all over like glowy, like a radiance thing. And it's purple, it's cute. That's kind of why I did it for the video. It's super cute. A hydrating mask is a must, okay? My skin loves hydration. I feel like my skin's always the clearest and the smoothest, not as clogged, happiest when I'm using a very good moisturizer, or I'm doing things that's keeping it very balanced. So a lot of people do think the opposite, like, oh, you know, I'm breakout prone, I can't use a good moisturizer. You just have to find one that's not gonna clog your skin. And that your skin will be happy with. But a moisturizing mask is really important. The Intense Hydrating Mask is a smaller size, but I've had the full size ones over the years. It's one of my favorites. Have a good hydrating mask. That is an amazing one, especially right now if you're gonna be taking advantage of that sale. The Junk Elephant Baby Facial. It says resurface, reveal, lots of AHA, BHA. It really just cleans the lining of your pores. That's what it says it does. It's just a good like maintenance thing. So this isn't something that I would say use when your skin is having problems, or if you have a breakout here and there. That's kind of what I do the detox mask for. Although that could be like a maintenance thing too, but I really do look at this as like a pore maintenance thing, and I definitely use this once a week. And I have a backup. My little lid broke, and it's just, you can still use, it's still fine. All right, you guys, so we've cleansed, we've masked, all the good things. And again, you can skip this masking step. It's something I do a couple times a week. Sometimes more than that. I don't know, if I'm just like, I just wanna relax, I wanna feel, you know, nice and good. Okay, so take these off. These are very like wet. a lot of serum, right? But this one I like it because you can really just kind of like wipe it off gently. Like it doesn't dry into like, you know, a cracky situation. It's very gentle to remove. I feel like that one just like makes my skin really glowy. Okay, so the glycolic acid peel pads. I love to use like a toning pad or something, but I like it to have good ingredients. The glycolic acid dissolve like pore clogging stuff. These are huge. Nighttime only, right? This glycolic acid can make your skin really sun sensitive, so my neck, and sometimes we don't realize like your neck skin gets kind of thick or you get like those little lines. This is something so good. Use it on your face and then you can already see like some bronzer that was down there that didn't quite get off. It's just such a good extra step that cleanses everything from your neck. Now this is gonna, okay, stick with me, okay? So her CBD face oil, this, okay, so relaxing. Brad, like, it's so good for men, like you can use it, put it all over, whatever he likes, it's so relaxing. I don't usually put it all over my face. There's some nights like my skin feels really stressed, I'll remove my makeup, I'll use my cleansing balm, whatever. I will put this all over my face and then I'll like get in the shower or whatever and it just kind of sinks in. But I love to use it on my neck. But with CBD, especially like the face oil, this is made especially for your face, but it targets, it's odd how it works. It kind of targets inflammation. So this is great for sensitive skin. And honestly, if I have a breakout, I can put it on there and like it will take the redness away. Like the next morning, it looks so much better. Like the inflammation is not like all up in, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a scar, but I still kind of like to put it on there. So it really helps. I'll put more of that on my neck in a second, but before I put my moisturizer on, I kind of like to do that. Okay, so I've talked about this for years, the HA5. I use just a little bit of that, just like kind of a half pump. It's 5 different types of hyaluronic acid. I don't put it all over my face. I find that it honestly is a little clogging if I put it in certain areas. I get those little white bumps, but it is unbelievable. If you have filler anywhere, if you have just areas that are prone to crepiness, dryness, like right here, this is where I put it, okay? And then all right there. I don't put it in the middle of my forehead where I would break out, but just here. And then this is the serum that I use, the TNS Advanced Plus. So it's kind of like a cream and then like a clear gel that mixes together. And this I have used for over a year now. It's never broken me out, never done anything crazy. It keeps my skin nice. One time I actually did switch back to kind of what I was using in this place, which was the Natura Bissi Diamond Serum. And I got little white bumps on my forehead and I had to stop using it. So then I went back to this and my skin got good again. So this is made by the same company as this, Skin Medica, which is basically made by like, it's the skincare version that Allergan makes, which is the company that makes Botox, Juvederm, whatever. It's clinical grade skincare. This serum is amazing. It says it has the most advanced growth factor technology, rapid rejuvenation, significant visible improvements in coarse wrinkles, fine lines, overall texture. And it says that it makes you look 6 years younger in 12 weeks. So with eyes, the Eyelid Lift Serum, use just a little bit right here and there. I have repurchased this again and again over the years. It just, I feel like it really does work. It keeps this area moisturized and tight. And then I'm gonna use the Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream. Honestly, this is one that I swear by in the morning. I use this every single morning and makeup goes on just perfectly over it, but then it also is rich enough to use as a nighttime cream. It truly is just like, it is what it says, complete eye cream. If you have not tried, you wouldn't think like to put an oil on breakouts or like but the CBD oil, that's what it does for inflammation. I use a little bit of more of that on a lot more because that's like what I use the most of it when I do it on my neck at night. It smells so good. And especially since you've used the glycolic acid pads, you wanna like really moisturize your neck. And like I said, there's a lot of times that I don't use a lot of moisturizer, but I feel like since my skin has been better, it's been since I've been using this, and I've talked about this in several recent videos. I feel like over the last 3-4 months, I've been using this more consistently, and I feel like my skin's gotten like more glowy and, you know, less of that like clogged look and, you know, but it's the moisturizing soft cream. And you need just a tiny bit, and then you rub it into your hands, and it makes, again, like it's shiny. Doesn't look like you're just gonna rub in a big blob to your face, but this is how you do the soft cream. Rub it in like that, and then you just do this. So it's not like I'm putting on a ton of moisturizer over something else. It's just, I feel like my skin feels more comfortable and more calm, and that's it. I've seen people, and I hate to say this, and so that's that, and then I'll show you guys what I do for my lashes and my brows. And I've heard people, like especially recently when I was talking about eye cream in a video, they were like, oh, so-and-so says you don't ever need eye cream. Eye cream's a waste to buy. It's not, and I'll tell you why. You cannot put ingredients that are made for moisturizers around your eyes. You will clog your tear ducts. There's a lot of actual eye creams that specify, don't even use this eye cream above, like on this bone, because it can creep into your tear ducts. Just use it below. Some eye creams say it can be used all around. Something to pay attention to, because if you've ever seen anyone or known anyone that's had that where tear ducts get clogged, I remember years ago I saw a video about that and it absolutely traumatized me. Fragrances, things like, just different things are made for the eyes, different things are made for the face, and it's not like, oh, would you say, okay, well, I don't need face cream because I've got body lotion? Do you know what I'm saying? Your eyes are very sensitive. Make sure that you actually buy an eye cream, which most of them, if it is an eye cream by a company, it's gonna be like ophthalmologist tested. It's like actually made for your eyes. Don't get twisted, and don't fall into like, you know, someone making some like generalized statement where they're just trying to like get people to talk about it, or genuinely they probably do think that that's okay, but you know, just make sure it's someone that knows what the heck they're talking about, because that's just not the case. So I just feel my best, like even though like my skin, you know, I look a little blotchy, you know, like I said, my skin is not perfect, but if you're up on it, okay, let me just get up on it. Let's get up on it. Like, welcome to my forehead. I just feel just the pores, I'm just telling you, okay? Cheeks are the same. I do have like the scarring, you know, from like this was literally a zit that I had like 2 years ago, and it still has that little, and it's just gradually fading, you know, just gradually fade, but it's like, ugh, you know, eventually it'll go away, but I just have that like, you know, I just have that skin that hangs on to like every little bit of like pigmentation and gets like blotchy as hell. Okay, a little bit of lip balm. I really like this one. You don't have to get fancy, but I did, and I really do like this one. It's the La Mer. I feel like over the last couple years, my eyebrows, my eyelashes just changed so much. I have not skipped a night with either one of these products for, like I said, almost 2 years. This has, I mean, changed my eyebrows. I don't even really have to fill them in anymore, which I used to fill them in pretty heavily because they were like just like a hook. And, you know, I haven't plucked them in years, haven't tweezed, nothing. I mean, I'm talking like it's been over 5 years since I've even cleaned them up and just like, oh, something, no. So this is what I got, you know what I mean? And anything that I'm gonna do to them, it's like thickening them up. If I wanna change the shape, I've gotta like regrow hair, which is not easy. But this stuff is legit. It's the New Brow. And this right here, oh my gosh, like I did not have any hair right here, and then I have a scar here, and it actually regrew hair on the scar. I just load it up, okay? Load it up, and do this last because you don't wanna do this and then do moisturizer and smear it all around. And then this is key, the Revitalash. Wipe it off, don't load it on. Tiny little strip right at the lashes. You don't want to get it too much on the skin. Do you know what I mean? You want to get it at the lashes. You want to touch your lash root with it. You know what I mean? Just lay it right on top of your lashes, right where they meet the skin, right where the roots are. That's it. And I used to put it underneath, but then I started getting like some squirrely, like they were going too nuts and like just too much. And I just thought, no, I just do it on the upper lashes only. And then I grabbed a few things from my nightstand. The hand cream, you guys, oh my gosh. Colleen's hand cream I have raved about for years. It actually has, I've got one in my car, one in my nightstand at all times. It's actually got skincare ingredients in it that fades dark spots on your hands, keeping your hands moisturized and just taking care of them, I think is so important. Of course, we're gonna get older, we're gonna look older, but if you can take care of your hands, there is something to that. Like you can definitely, you know, keep your hands looking better over time. And I feel like, you know, I'm 38, like I'm certainly not, you know, okay, but I feel young. I feel like I am young, but at the same time, yeah, I'm having to deal with like, I want to use things that are anti-aging. I should be right now. I want to take care of myself and my skin and hands. And like I said, even with your neck, something that you could easily overlook. Hand cream for me is important because I get very dry. I have the driest nails and cuticles on the planet, but keeping my cuticles moisturized is key. As long as they stay moisturized, you're good. And so I swear by her hand cream. I have gone through countless ones over the years. It smells amazing. And like I said, actual skincare benefits that that will fade the dark spots on your hands. And by now I can honestly say like I have been using it long term. And I took so maybe there is something to that. And I took a picture of my hand the other day when I was taking a picture for Instagram of my ring stack. And there was not edited, nothing. I brightened up the photo. But I'm like, dang, my hand looks pretty good. And like, I'm gonna be 38 in a few months. I'm definitely not old, but I definitely am at the age where like, yeah, I notice things, or you do wanna use things that are anti-aging. So I love that. I use the hand cream every single night. And then you guys, this thing, I know people are like, oh, woo-woo, frivolous. Like, do you really need an LED light mask? Yes. And let me tell you why. It is a thing. Okay, the LED lights. This is the best one. It has red and blue, and then a mix of red and blue, which looks pink. I'll go through like a couple cycles a night. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to. I'll use the pink and then I'll be like, I'll use the blue because I've got a little something going on. The blue kills acne bacteria, really keeps your skin clear, okay? There is something to that. It definitely works. The red, and this has really strong LED lights. The red stimulates collagen, fine lines, really, really good for like plumping and anti-aging. So I really love it. I just think this is such a cool thing, and definitely treat yourself to this. And the red light is really strong, and I just feel like it's just relaxing. Like I do this in bed. I keep that at my nightstand. And if you want to talk, okay, light your candle, whatever. I'm all for whatever. I will link to that. I'm a big candle person. This is something that I really love, and I think it's actually a body spray, body or home. When I bought it in the little Diptyque boutique, the girl was like, this is the best fabric spray. Spray it on your linens, your pillows, your drapery. And so that's what I do. So every now and then, like I'll, spray it on, because our headboard's kind of upholstered, I'll spray it on our comforter. And it's just the yummiest smell. It's the Eau Pluriel. It smells very, very similar to the to the Diptyque Bay. It has that rosiness to it, but it has like some stuff but it has like it's very like sexy and very just zen. I don't know, like maybe jasmine. I don't know what it is, but it's just very good. And there's all of those sprays, like pillow sprays, lavender, all this. I don't love a lavender scent that just hits you in the face. And I've said this before, I'm not a big person on scents that are like, oh, I smell lavender in your house. I smell tangerine. It smells like cinnamon in here. It smells like a Christmas tree. I like things that are a little complex. So I feel like that's what this is. And this is very, very relaxing. And before bed, just spray your room, and it's just. So you guys, that's it. Thanks for getting unready with me tonight. Again, this is like fun. I'm like done. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm just gonna this is like a whole new vibe of like doing videos. But anyways, y'all, thank you for watching. I will link to everything that I used. Definitely take advantage of the Colleen Rothschild 25% off friends and family sale through the 16th. Use it as a time to stock up on your favorites, try some new things that I've been raving about lately. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, you guys.